want to say this and I got to go. I love y'all. Keep supporting comedy. And I want to thank each and every one of you black guys for dating these ugly-ass white chicks and taking them off our hands. Real business. My name's Ray Lapowski. I'm out of here.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. This is Lady Blaxican coming at you with another video. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notifications so you're notified anytime I drop a new video. Also, shout out to the new subbies. Welcome to the family, y'all. If anyone has any ideas, feedback, or videos you want me to react to, please email me. My email is always in the About section, and it's ladyblaxican@gmail.com. Finally, as y'all know, the dust is quite fierce. The dust is quite fierce. So in case we need a backup plan, I've created a second channel for us. I'll link that for you below. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to jump back on here to do a quick story time. This just popped in my mind literally a couple minutes ago. And so I'm just like, oh, I got to share this with my audience because this is actually a great story. Today's story is about a time a white police officer came to my defense against my ex, Dusty. So this happened around 2011, 2012, probably about 2012, more so. My ex and I had already been divorced. Our divorce was finalized. This was after he had disappeared for a year and came back shortly after that. And, we have a custody agreement in place by way of our divorce. It's, under California law, you are to abide by these agreements or you can go to jail. Yeah. California doesn't play when it comes to custody violations. So on this particular visitation, our daughter is doing her regular every other weekend visits. I go to pick her up. For some reason, he felt the need to keep our daughter in his custody and not return her. So basically kidnapping. He was legally kidnapping our daughter. Now, you may think that sounds crazy, right? How can the parent of their child kidnap their own child? Well, there's a custody agreement that says that he needs to return my baby at a specific time, and he decided to violate that. He officially decided to kidnap our daughter. And so he just wasn't answering my phone calls. I'm letting him know I'm on the way and that he needs to have her ready. He's ignoring me. I come to where he was staying with his mother, of course. And at this particular location, because it was in a ratchet ghetto ass neighborhood, his mom built like a whole fence around the property. So the only way that you could get in is if you had the code to the gate that she built around her ghetto ass house in her ghetto ass neighborhood. And I, I divorced her son, so I no longer had the code. But I went to his mom's house to pick up our daughter. I ring and I ring and I ring. Nobody's coming. I call him. He's not answering my phone calls. I call his mother. Everybody's ignoring me. And so I did what you're supposed to do when a parent is violating a court order. I called the police and let them know, hey, it's my time to pick up my daughter and my ex-husband is not returning her to my care. And so they're like, okay, once we handle everything we need to handle, we'll come and we'll try to provide some assistance. Eventually, the cops come and the cops bang on the door. They bang and they bang and they bang and they bang. Me and the cops were exchanging information, like I was giving him his information. I was giving him his mother's information. The cops were like looking up everything. They were like filling out their police report. And we basically We're handling paperwork, but he stood out there with me, just in case, for as long as it took for me to get my kid back. He stood out there with me the whole time. And we were out there for a good 30 minutes, just staking out, waiting for people to come back with my kid. Because, I had showed him the custody agreement, and he's like, yep, according to this, the baby should definitely be back in your care. And so we were out there for a good 30 minutes. My ex Dusty realizes nobody's going anywhere. And, well, actually, let me rewind a little bit. Before that happened, the cop was like, okay, this isn't very hard to climb, talking about the fence around the house. He's like, we're going to wait for a little bit. And if we don't hear anything, then this isn't hard to climb. This fence isn't hard to climb. So we're waiting for some sort of resolve in terms of me getting my kid back. And all of a sudden, the ex-Dusty realizes the cops aren't going anywhere. So he takes his dusty ass out, and finally comes out. And he plays all stupid. He's like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? And the cop, with his no nonsense attitude, was like, where is your child? Oh, she's with my mom, blah, 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 blah. He wasn't even, my daughter wasn't even in his care, y'all. This is the stuff that Black women deal with all the time. If there is a naker that calls himself, oh, I'm involved with my child's life. I have a custody agreement. I see my child every other weekend. 9 times out of 10, these nakers aren't even taking care of their children. They're leaving them with their mammy ass moms. And this particular situation was no different. And so he plays dumb, and he's just like, oh, I didn't know. I don't know what's going on. Blah, 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 blah. And so the cop was just fed up. He was just like, do you not know we don't care about this fence? We will climb this fence, and we will break windows if we have to, if it means for the safety of the child. Do you understand that? He was like, yeah. And he's like, you need to get wherever your child is at. You need to bring that child here right now. And so he calls his mom. And, my kid was apparently in his mother's care, and they were about to go to some stupid ass slumber party, which I would never approve of because I don't do slumber parties. I'm just way too protective over my kid. So thank God I was able to get her back in my care before she ended up going to this stupid slumber party where I till this day, I don't even know where this slumber party was supposed to go down. Whatever it was on the other side of town. And so his mom had to drop everything that she was doing because she was assisting him in violating this court order. Oh, God. One of these days, I'm going to have to tell y'all how she was acting when he passed away. One of these days, I'm going to have to tell y'all about that. But yeah, so she it took her about a good 25 minutes to come from wherever she was at to bring my baby back to my care. And the cop stayed there the whole time to make sure it went down. And then he gave me the report number, and he said, if you want to take this to family court, here is the police report number. And so, yeah. I will say I had the biggest crush on that cop. Y'all, he was white. He was tall. He was thick. He was just so hot. So the fact that he was team me, and to see him make my ex Dusty feel 2 inches tall because, he's the dominant one. You're not. You're the Dusty. You are the submissive Dusty. So to see that in action was so hot. Oh man, it was so hot. And I will never, ever, ever forget that cop. Oh my God. So yeah, I am team fund the police. Fund the police, fund the police, fund the police. We need more police to be able to do what they do without any obstacles. Shout out to the yesterday's prayer. I don't want any obstacles for the police either. If removing all obstacles for the police means protecting Black women, I don't want any obstacles for the police, and hashtag fund the police. But that's all I got for y'all. I just wanted to share y'all this quick story real quick. Another time that white men are just more protective. It just is what it is. But let me know what y'all think about this story. Do you guys have a similar story? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see y'all in the next one. Love y'all. Bye.
What is up, Black people? How y'all doing? I want to let all you Black women know you need to get a white man in your life.